Yay! The spirit is moving me today. Hello and welcome, one and all. I am certified personal trainer Mary Beth Rockwell from The Next Fitness Thing. Alongside of me via Zoom is our illustrious leader, Alexis Craig, Next Fitness Thing CEO, show's executive producer, co-host, all around good egg, as I like to say. Alexis, hey, hey. It's always so nice to see you smiling at the beginning of the show here. It's like psychs me right up. So thank you all for joining us. Quick rundown of what the lay of the land is here. So this is episode number 10, by the way, of the Next Fitness Show. Yay, double digits. They said it wouldn't last. Nobody said that. We had full faith. So today on the show, we are going to debut a brand new feature. This should be fun. And this is something that I love to do, is bust fitness myths. And dang, are there a lot of stupid fitness myths out there going around. So we're going to have a new feature called Fit or Fiction, when we kind of dissect some of those myths and explain why they're myths and kind of bring you around to the real reason that we do things and why we don't do things. So that's going to be a good time, I'm sure. We are going to pop a question out of the TNFS mailbag. Remember, if you have any questions for us, you can send them to tnft@thenextfitnessthing.com. We're going to have our mid-show stretch break and move of the week, as is customary. So if you need an opportunity to get off your booty and move around a little bit, we got you covered there. And we're going to have even more big news pop in. This is the place to go if you are a Next Fitness Thing teammate, especially, and you want to find out the first news first. This show is the place to come, and we got something big that I'm very excited about. So that's coming your way. And if you have not done so, I'm going to give the public service announcement. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our material. Share the videos around with those you think might get something out of them. And we're so happy to have you here. If you're with us live, thank you. Feel free to chime away in the chat where you're at, what your weather's like. It's beautiful here in San Francisco today, by the way. I'm very excited. And then engage in the comments. Let us know your thoughts. And of course, if you are not yet a Next Fitness Thing teammate, as we call our members, you can find us at thenextfitnessthing.com. So please check us out there. That link is going to be in the show notes as well. And our Facebook group is open to everybody. You don't need to be a member to join, by the way, but we'd love it if you were. So that is facebook.com/groups/the Next Fitness Thing to get there directly to us. Hello, Joyce. Welcome aboard. I see you are hanging out with us live. So nice to have you. Thank you for joining. And Alexis, are we ready to dig into our first episode of Dum 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 Fit or Fiction? We need some music. We got to get some bumpers in here. We're working on it little by little, but yeah, like theme music for Fit or Fiction.
Totally. Let's do it. Fit or
like,
Fiction.
Say what? that could be real interesting. It's like, you want me to do what?
I think we should have you record the bumpers as well. That would be awesome.
Add that onto my pile. All right. So so this week the topic is one that can be fraught with all kinds of emotion, frankly. So we're going to tread lightly on this one. But is the scale your friend? Okay, so there are a lot of us out there that are trying to be fit and we're trying to be healthy, and many of us weigh ourselves regularly, and many of us, it freaks us out because it can cause all kinds of things to go on in your head. And the question is, should you weigh yourself, or do you need to weigh yourself at all? All right. And I see Kelly's in the chat. Hi, Kelly, and Jenny and Aaron. Yay. Our team is showing up for us. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Alexis, I know you have a lot of thoughts on this. So, and it's kind of baked into the mission of what we do here at the Next Fitness Thing, frankly. That's how passionate Alexis is about this. So I want to give the floor to you.
The scale is such a thing, right? I mean, I just have to say that so many of us, let me just speak for myself. When I step on the scale, the automatic thing that happens for me is that my self-worth is determined by the number that comes up on the scale. And the lower the number, the more valuable I feel like I am. And the higher the number, the lower my self-worth, basically. And that is so problematic on so many levels, right? I mean, basically, for there to be less of me makes me worth more. I mean, come on. There's no way that is really true.
That just blew my mind right there. I've never heard you say that. And that's just like, totally makes sense. I work with some personal training clients outside of the Next Fitness thing, and there are a handful who are focused on hitting a number on a scale. And I'm not saying that, if you're looking for a number maybe for health reasons, there's kind of, that's understandable. But if you do weigh yourself, just that number is such a small piece of what you are. That is one facet of how fit you are. There are so many other things that go into how healthy and well and fit that you are. And I mean, for example, I'm going to be 60 this summer, and I weigh myself like once a week just because, I'm okay with it. I don't let the number get to me. It is one piece of the information. I happen to have one of those scales that it measures, estimates the body fat. The home scales aren't like super technical about that and accurate, but I do that just to kind of keep an eye on that. And if I see a number go up, it's not the end of the world, because I know it's just like, okay, I'm still doing my cardio. I'm still feeling stronger. I weigh actually, and we were talking about menopause fitness a couple of weeks ago. I weigh probably about 35 pounds more than I weighed when I was in high school, but I'm so much healthier because I actually have muscle on my body. I was skin and bones back then. And it's just like, you look at a picture of me when I was 17, it's just like, oh, that poor girl. So, I mean, yeah, there are so many things. It is how you sleep, what your stress levels are like, and how you're able to tamp them down. Alexis, chime in. I know you got a ton here
Yeah,
too.
I mean, the thing with this is it's one piece of information, but the scale is not measuring your health and it's not measuring your fitness level. It's actually not measuring either one of
Yeah,
those things. I
you
mean,
can
you
be
can weigh
heavy
the
and healthy.
same amount and be healthy or unhealthy. It's not
Mm-hmm.
telling you that information. It's not
Right.
telling you if you're more or less fit. And losing weight is not always improvement. And the thing that I see with my clients that I think is really important to point out, a lot of people are measuring their fitness success with the scale, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
that we were all sort of taught to do that. I can remember being really
Sure.
little. I think I was 6 or 7 doing the Jane Fonda workout, like, and just for fun, like with the VHS tape. And
Oh yeah.
I would weigh myself, do the VHS tape, and weigh myself again to see if it worked. I was like
Ah,
6. And I didn't have
yeah.
any
Oh,
like value of myself on based on the scale at that time that I can really remember. But I only thought the workout worked if the number on the scale was going to change between the beginning and the end. So
yeah. Oh, it warps our minds so much. We were, by the way, I just want to chime in. We were having a discussion yesterday in a behind the scenes meeting. Artie Sharon B actually chimed in with some interesting information about this. That if you are a professional athlete or elite athlete, it's actually good to monitor your hydration levels by the scale. So you weigh yourself before your workout, and then you weigh yourself right after your workout, and the amount of weight that you've lost in water is very good information for like a premium level athlete, but that's not most of us, right? So for the average Joanne or Joe, as the case may be, yeah, the scale
right.
is just one
And a
little
lot
bitty
of
bit. You
people, when you start getting fit, you're gaining muscle and your weight on the scale might go up. And then this happens to me with my clients a lot when somebody's working out with me, we're getting really strong. They're totally making improvements. The number on the
mm-hmm.
scale goes up and they start freaking out, thinking like, this isn't working. This is actually the opposite of what I expected to happen. And I'm like, you
And it's
cannot
really
base
sad
this
when
on the scale.
yes, and especially when it's somebody's like they're at the very beginning of their workout journey and they start doing strength training for the first time. We're going to be talking about this a little bit later on, by the way. And they get on the scale, and they see, well, the scale isn't going down. I'm working out, but it's not going down. This isn't working. And then when the strength training kicks in, that number actually starts to tick up a little bit because muscle is denser than fat. So
Mhm.
and then they freak out and it's like, this is not working. Forget this. I'm not going to do this anymore. Whereas you just got to stick with it and get over that hump. And then your metabolism is going to kick in from the added muscle that you have on your body. And then, but even then, even that's enough of a mind F to,
Right.
to get
It's
around for
not
some
about
people.
getting
Yeah.
smaller, really. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that you might want that. And the thing with that is a lot of people get on this journey in the first place because they want to lose weight or whatever that might be. And I mean, I've been there myself too. I'm not going to say that's bad. If that's where you are right now, it's okay that you want that. And as you progress on your fitness journey, if weight loss is always the goal, when does that end? Like, how
Right.
will you know when you're actually there? And if that's the way you're programming your mind to think that when the scale goes down, it's working, and if the scale doesn't go down, it's not, then you're basically setting yourself up to think that you're hitting plateaus that you're not even hitting because the scale number isn't changing, but actually you're getting so much stronger, you're getting faster, you're getting all of these other things that are happening in your body that are making you healthier, more vitality, you have more energy, you have all of these things that you get from working out. But if the number on the scale isn't changing, then you think that it's not working. I mean,
That's, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, a lot of us are like ditch the scale completely. So
I personally got rid
yeah.
of the scale in my house because it honestly, just like I was sharing earlier, it's not helpful for me. If I'm weighing myself regularly, it has more of a negative effect on my psyche than it does a positive effect on my health journey. So I don't have a scale in my house anymore. And honestly, when I go to the doctor and they want to weigh me, I ask them not to tell me. I don't even
Yeah,
want to.
I totally get that. So coming back to the title of our segment, is the scale your friend? As we wrap up our first fit or fiction segment, I'd say the scale is a far off acquaintance that pops in maybe every once in a while at best.
Good way to put
Yeah.
it. I love that. Yes.
Okay. All right.
We have some things happening in the chat.
Okay.
Jenny is chiming in saying that, yes, she also used measurements as well with the scale. And Kelly says she feels the same with the scale as she feels with blood pressure. And yeah, I mean, I think it's really interesting to hear what your relationship to the scale is. And I think
Right.
that just to start noticing, if you don't have to make a big change with this, but just start noticing how you are affected when if you do step on the scale on a regular basis, is what I would say.
And if it's, I'm going to say one more thing, and we can probably move on after this, but if you have any of that self-doubt, that beating yourself up over a number and on a scale, talk to somebody. All right, because there's likely somebody out there that can help you get through that and sort things out about why you feel that way. It might need to go a little bit deep for some of us to figure out what that is, by the way. So might need to scrape off some layers of stuff. But I'm just going to put that out there. Talk to somebody, because there's somebody out there who loves you. Okay. All right, it's time to move on from the deep, dark fit or fiction segment and go into our mid-show stretch break. I have been doing this a lot because I'm always tight in this area. It is a shoulder stretch. So as Alexis is bringing up the video, oh, look who it is. It's me. Who let her in? All right, this is your shoulder stretch. So you can do this standing, you can do this seated. And if you're watching us live or the recorded version of this, please do this along with us. So your shoulders are down away from your ears. You're bringing your arm across your body ideally without too much rotation. So you want to get this feeling in the back of your shoulder and maybe a little bit of your tricep. But if you rotate through your body, you're going to miss that. So that's a little compensation sometimes I see on that one. So your elbow is soft. You may be hooking your hand or wherever it is. You don't want to press on your elbow joint on this one, by the way. I find because for some of us, it's easy to like hyperextend the elbow joint inadvertently. So, and then what you do on side one, you do it over on side two. And you'll notice in the video, I was looking over the opposite shoulder. If that feels good to you and it helps you deepen the stretch, absolutely. I love to do that. But if it depends on how your neck feels, job one on that one. So are we all stretched out in that shoulder area? Are we feeling all right? Are we
Did you
ready
do
to move
both
on?
sides?
I did a little bit of one side. I need to make that up later, but all right, I'll do it for a little bit more. Which should I do?
If you're doing it at home, now's the time to switch sides.
Yeah, make it up. Okay.
Yes, Erin is in the chat saying that we've helped her with her relationship with the scale. So that's great to hear,
Erin, thank you for that. Mwah. Okay, now is it time to dig into the mailbag? I'm curious what's in
Let's
there.
do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Remember, I mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. If you have any questions for us, we would love to answer them. Doesn't even necessarily need to be health or wellness related. I mean, we're pretty open around here. So tnft.thenextfitnessthing.com is where you send your questions for us. And we would be happy to hear from you. So this week, we're actually going to dig into one of our FAQ questions, so frequently asked questions. And this one is within the Next Fitness Things wellness platform and app, how does calendar integration work? So for example, when you sign up for a class and that goes into your calendar and you have that in front of you, so you always remember when your class is. Alexis, you are the queen on this one. So how does that go down?
Good question. I'm not going to go into any kind of tech weeds around this. I
Thank you.
definitely, but that's actually a great time to answer this question, because this honestly, if you open your settings in the app, you open the settings, and then I'm going to actually do it right now so I can give you good
Oh,
instructions.
sweet.
But basically, if you open your settings, you can then go to app permissions. And from there, there's a toggle menu that says allow calendar access. You want to make sure that that is turned on. If it is turned on, then whenever you sign up for a class, it is going to also send an invite to your calendar. So it'll put it into your calendar so that then you will be able to have that in that class that's already built into your calendar, hold the time in your schedule, and all of those kinds of things. That said, we did have a little bug that was going on for a while that made this stop working, and we just had an app release that fixed it. PS, that was our first app release that we released all by ourselves without anybody else doing it for us.
Yeah, that's right. We had
a
a
huge
little behind the
victory.
scenes help with our tech for quite a while, and that was the first thing that the Next Fitness thing has released on its own tech wise. So that was a big moment for us. So excited about that. So that way you sign up for your class, you get that automatic notification, and it's right there. You don't have to mess with your own calendar and re-enter or anything like that. And we're very happy that we have that feature working again, because we are getting a lot of requests on that one. So yay. So you always got another layer of accountability to show up for class with us, because we're looking for you. Okay. Well, the mailbag is now closed, but always open for your questions, remember, so send them on in. So that means it is time for the move of the week, which generally speaking dovetails off of what we did in the stretch break. And we have a video of the lovely trainer Sherry from the Next Fitness thing to demonstrate our move of the week, which is the lateral raise. I love this exercise because for those of us who are looking to strengthen our shoulders, the deltoid, this very top part of your shoulder that a lot of people look to, to kind of get that nice and strong. This is your lateral raise. So notice how slowly with control Sherry is going here as she's seated on the ball. And elbows are softly bent, lifting the weights up to shoulder height. And then the wrists are straight the whole time too. You'll notice that there's no like jankiness of the wrists on this one. And posture is nice and tall. Sherry's demonstrating this beautifully. So this is a great exercise to get this, especially specifically the medial deltoid, that like cap part, which is the middle part of your shoulder. That's what medial deltoid means. So again, if you have your weights out, I hope you're doing this along at home. I don't have light enough weights to do this behind me right now, but Alexis is doing it. I see you. I see you. So get this in for some upper body round. You can do obviously the whole upper body. We got chest, we got upper back, we got all of this that can be worked. I love this exercise. It's just, as long as you take your time and you're slow with it and you're not using weights that are so, notice Sherry's weights rather are pretty light. And she's not going to get them up there. They're too heavy if you have to do that. Okay. The slow controlled reps are what you need on this one. Okay. But I adore that.
Hold on,
exercise.
I want to spotlight
really
you and do the demonstration again. That was good.
The demonstration of what not to do.
Yeah.
Well, I have the weights back here. I'm going to grip my big weights just to do this. I will be careful.
Okay, be careful.
Myself,
don't hurt yourself doing it wrong.
I will. All right. So these are 12s. These are 12 pounds. All right.
Oh, that's
so
heavy.
This is heavy. So if this is what it's like if I go slowly. This is really, really heavy. And if I tried to do that, I'm not even going to do it because I'll hurt myself. But it's just like I got to make the noise though. If they're that heavy, find something lighter. Keep it safe. Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you. I'm not even going there. I'm not.
You can always use just like soup cans or something. It doesn't even have to be dumbbells.
Improvise, right? Little water bottles, like the single serve water bottles, if you have those, or soup cans, or whatever you got. Yeah. Do it with light weights that you can control. Once you can handle those and you get to like 3 sets of however many, 15 or whatever, then get heavier. See if you can go a little more. All right. But don't push it until you're ready. Okay. That is the move of the week. Lateral raises, file those away, do them often. At least I say that anyway. All right. Well, here's the big news coming up here. It is announcement time at the Next Fitness show. So number one is a review announcement, sort of, kind of. But number two, I'm very, very stoked about. So the first one is a reminder about our May the 4th Be With You 5K, which is coming up on wait for it, May the 4th. There's also one on May the 5th because that's Saturday and Sunday. So we're going to give you 2 options to join that one. Our 5-week training program for this starts at the end of this month. So March 30th, that's a Saturday. We're going to have our blaster baseline in our themed May the 4th Be With You 5K series. And that's going to be 55 minutes. The final 5K will give you 55 minutes. The class is right in our Next Fitness Thing app for those of you who are not aware. And you can do it with a whole community of teammates cheering you on. I know there are peeps in our live chat right now who have been there and done it. And y'all are the most supportive people. When it gets toward the end of your 5K and you're huffing and you're puffing, it's like, I don't know if I'm going to do this. You got a whole bunch of people in the app, in our chat saying, you got this, go, you're amazing. We have a new development, like a fire extinguisher emoji that came out in honor of actually RD Sharon B when she was doing the 5K because she had her speedy pants on. And so they were giving her, it's like, she's on fire. So the fire extinguisher emoji started popping up, and that's a thing now, apparently. So that is happening. So we have a website for you to sign up for our waiting list. And then when registrations are officially open, we will send you an email. So that is May the 4th, thenextfitnessthing.com. And here it is. I love the emblem for this. We have some really cool swag in the making for this one too. We always have at least one item of swag, aside from the finisher's medal and aside from the event day bib that everybody gets, no matter which of our 3 levels you sign up at. So there's the event only level. You can just show up on May the 4th or 5th, as the case may be, and do the 5K event itself. And you still get a medal and you still get a bib. If you join our training program, you get 5 weeks of our guidance to help get you stronger and faster and more mentally able to handle the challenge of the 5K. And then there's also a premium level. Generally, there's some swag baked into that premium level. So for those who would buy their shirt, for example, which we had in the last 5K a la carte, then there's this included in a package, and there's some other perks there as well. And lots of fun. It's always a blast. So sign up for our waiting list for now. And as soon as we open up those signups, we will let you know, and you'll be among the first to know. Alexis, anything else on this?
This one's going to be really fun, especially for, you could like wear a costume to do this, or I'm kind of brainstorming some fun little extras to throw in there too. So,
and I'm going to be leading that one on May the 4th as well. And then our lovely trainer Kathy Rodriguez is going to be handling the Sunday one on May the 5th too. So yeah, you have a couple of days to get yours in. We're not saying what this is based on because we don't want to get in trouble with Disney and get sued for copyright infringement, but you know what movie series we're talking about, right? So so there you go. Please join us. It's going to be a blast. And again, that URL, May the 4th, thenextfitnessthing.com to get on the waiting list. And then we have another waiting list. And this is the first time we're saying anything about this one. And this is my workout baby. And I'm very excited about this. I have a brand new workout challenge coming your way called Go Strong, Live Long. And it starts on Monday, April 8th. So there is another opportunity for get you on the waiting list. But let me tell you a little bit about the challenge first. This is geared toward, as we were talking about strength training earlier in regard to how it can affect the number on a scale. But there are some peeps, lovely peeps among us who are strength training averse. And it's really part of a full, well-rounded fitness and wellness program. If you're skipping it, you're missing the boat, as I like to say. So let's get you on the boat. So we're talking about myths. There are some peeps that believe, well, I'm a woman. If I lift heavy weights, I'm going to get bulky. Not unless you're spending hours a day in the gym and or taking banned substances or something like that. You just don't have the genetic makeup for that to happen, the hormonal makeup for that to happen as well. And so you're going to, by putting on the extra strength, not only are you going to be able to control how you feel and how your clothes fit now, but you're going to set a baseline for later on in your life. So the habits that you set now are what are going to determine how active you're going to be as you age. And it's not too early for anybody to get involved in this, just because I'm talking about later on in life in this one. You are building strong hips and legs so you can go on a hike in the mountains with your significant other on a vacation, for example. You are building a strong upper body so you can lift grandchildren in the air like this and go, wee! And there's so many quality of life things that you are going to be much more equipped to do when you have muscle. And we're also, by the way, We have some bonus stuff in here too. There is every single Saturday for the 4 weeks of this challenge. We have a beautiful stretch class. It's called Limber Longer Stretch 25. And everybody who signs up at the premium level of my 4-week challenge gets all 4 of those classes included, aside from the 12 regular classes that are in the program. And then swag involved in the upper level and a private training session with me. So we have the URL for that as well. That is on your screen now. That is, let's go to GSLL, as in Go Strong, Live Long, .thenextfitnessthing.com, GSLL.thenextfitnessthing.com. Enter your name and your email. We will get you on the list. And just like I said, for the May the 4th, Be With You 5K, as soon as registration's open, we will let you know and get you on that list and join us. And I'm super excited about this. I've been working on this for a while now, and it's like putting all the pieces together, still putting some pieces together. That's why we have a waiting list right now. But it's going to be great once it finally launches. All right. So please join me on Monday, April 8th. Those classes are going to be live at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And then that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then the Saturday stretch classes will be 11 a.m. Pacific time. And I cannot wait. And Alexis, thank you so much for your help in helping me like weave this all together, because it's always, there's a lot of work that goes into putting these challenges together for us trainers who do them. And Alexis, you've been amazing and awesome in that department.
It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited for this challenge. It's going to be fantastic.
Me too. So I hope my peeps all join me, especially those of you who have been with me for like my Get It Lit program and my Kick Up the Fun program. This is going to be fun too. So I cannot wait. So yay, go strong, live long, peeps. Okay. Anything else to report here? I feel like I was talking a lot there, but did I cover everything?
I just want to say I just finished teaching the brain teaser walk today, and it was brain teaser walk 25. So much fun. Shout out to Casey for putting the trivia questions together. If anybody else wants to send us trivia questions, go to trivia.thenextfitnessthing.com. You can send us even just one question. It would really help. We'll give you credit. And Mary Beth puts those trivia questions together, by the way. You still have that class today. So if you're watching this live right now and you want to come back to the brain teaser, it's coming up. What time is that?
5 p.m. Pacific time. And thank you again, Casey. All the questions are Women's History Month theme. So once in a while we break it down into just an assortment of potpourri. Sometimes we have a theme. We got a theme class today, and it's going to be 25 minutes of no pressure walking or whatever cardio you like, and lots of fun testing your brain with it's mostly useful knowledge today. Sometimes it's rather useless, but fun.
And Jenny's in the chat saying that she loved the brain teaser walk today. She took my class today with her husband, and he got a couple of the questions right when everybody else got them wrong.
He's a keeper, knowing stuff about Women's History Month. Yes. Okay. And I saw Aaron gave a woohoo earlier. Is that about the challenge? I'm very excited about that. So I hope it was the challenge. Okay. Before I go, I'm going to wish speedy recovery to my hubby who's come down with the COVID. I'm masking and isolating and all the things. So I'm hoping for a speedy recovery for him and hoping I don't get it. So there's a couple of things. If you don't see me on the schedule next week at TNFT, I might have gotten COVID. B, I might have been called for jury duty. So there are a couple of things that might get in the way of my schedule, but I'm going to try to be there as much as I can for you, team. So I'll let you know in our Facebook group if anything there goes awry. But Alexis, I think that's a wrap. We're good? I'm good, I think. Okay. Alexis is frozen, I think. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take this over and say thank you, everybody, once again for joining us, whether you're with us live or on the recorded version of this. We thank you so much. And again, do us a solid, if you would, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Spread the word about us. The more that we grow there, the more that we will be able to bring new things to you. Alexis, we got you back. So any parting thoughts before we go?
Nope, that was great.
Okay. So you came back just to say, hey, that's good. Okay. So, and again, like our videos, share our videos, comment on the videos. We'd love to hear from you. And again, of course, if you have not yet found yours, go-to workout, we've got you here at The Next Fitness Thing. So find our URL in the show notes. I'll give it to you anyway here too, thenextfitnessthing.com. Thank you so much, Alexis. You rock. Thank you, as always, for being so amazing. Thank you to our teammates. Thank you to anybody who's outside looking in but wants to be a teammate. Come on in. And that's a wrap. Let's get on out of here with a high five and 2. Boom. You're weekend if you're with us live, and then whatever day it is if you're with us in the recorded version. All right. So keep moving. We got you. We love you. Mwah. Catch you next time. And I'm going to wait until the music comes on so I can dance again. There it is. All right. Sweet.